facing Commissioner Sias. Commissioner Sias is a lifelong resident of the area and community servant. He enlisted in the military at 21 and served for 28 years, rising through the ranks to retire as a decorated sergeant major. At the time of his retirement, he had a top secret SCI clearance, indicating that the United States military had their full trust in his judgment and character. During his military service, he met his wife and married. He has been a resident of Richmond County for more than 30 years. He ran for office in 2014, recognizing that the status quo needed to be challenged. Before and since winning the election, he remains a staunch advocate of South Augusta. With his leadership and guidance, a number of programs benefiting the area have been established. Those include the Commercial and Retail Project, benefiting all underserved areas of Augusta. The Sanitary Sewage Connection Program, which works to eliminate backyard septic tanks. The Stormwater Program, addressing flooding, retention ponds, cleaning of the streets and right-of-ways. The second Saturday Community Breakfast, the success and influence of this breakfast speaks for itself. He has also been instrumental in changing the City of Augusta employee pension plan. The Jamestown Community Center is an excellent example of a public-private venture and what can be accomplished with community partnerships. It has hosted summer camps for the youth for the past 20 years and underwent some expansions in 2008, which were completed in 2010. The Sandridge Community Association expended SPLOST funds in accordance with the guidelines and contract requirements of the City of Augusta. Those funds were used to create an addition to the Jamestown physical structure. The funding and projects had oversight from several city departments. The Sandridge Community Association filed permits, invoices, and supporting documents with the required city agencies. The camps have provided a safe haven for many youth in the community who have attended year after year. The camp encourages the growth of the youth in many areas, including education and personal responsibility. A number of volunteers support the functions at the camp and the community center as a whole. We trust that any investigations will be pursued with the proper channels and with appropriate documentation. Commissioner Sias remains one of the biggest advocates of the area, and we urge you to not allow these allegations to overshadow his commitment and contributions to the community. Commissioner Sias will now have the opportunity to make some brief remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Before I start, I want to first say thanks to the clerk's office and the marshal's office for getting this set up out here. It was my time to come and address you. So first off, good afternoon, and again, thank you for coming. It is unfortunate that I must meet you to address false allegations that are very dangerous to our city, my community, and my family. First and foremost, I must apologize to my wife, my family, and my supporters for their exposure to this situation. I participated in an extended consensual affair with Ms. Hilton for 2 decades. In September 2018, I terminated the relationship over the objections of Ms. Hilton. Although we tried, we were not able to part peacefully and move forward with our lives independently. It has been difficult to create distance where our lives were intertwined for so long. The public embarrassment to my family because of my extramarital affair is something that I was trying to avoid and something I will regret for the rest of my life. The consequences. When opponents are angry with me, they lash out at everything around me, such as the summer campers, the community center programs, my neighborhood association, in spite of its many great accomplishments. It is always easier and safer for someone to challenge those parts of my life other than challenging me directly. These wide-ranging allegations are to attack my character and attempt to destroy the critical resources that serve our community. These are the actions of a person feeling scorn. Splosh. My attorney has addressed Splosh, but I want to make a couple of additional comments about the Sand Ridge Community Association and Splosh. The association never asked to get in the Splosh business. The city brought that proposal to us and asked the neighborhood association to build a public assembly building for the government. We did that and more. Summer camp children. Ms. Hilton's termination letter clearly outlines why the association president saw fit to terminate her from the summer camp program. If you are claiming an allegation that you've been part of something for 12 years, saying that you protect children, but you say nothing about this until you're terminated, then you are not truthful. The Sand Ridge Community Association controls its assets with its association members, its officers, and its board of directors. I have served on that board of directors since the conception of the organization. The Jamestown Community Center. The center serves over 100,000 visitors every year. It is a critical resource in our community. Attempts to eliminate this resource will not hurt me. However, the children and adults who depend on it will suffer. The center fosters a clean, disciplined environment that allows folks in South Augusta and the city as a whole a great place to which they can come and feel safe. In our camper program, I have never abused a child, and I never will. I have never abused an adult. We have kids who come to our camp, our program, nearly all their life as youngsters. Parents have great confidence and trust in bringing their kids to us. People can allege and allegate all they want. I can't stop that. So when people are angry at me, they lash out at things around us. We take care of our kids and adults as well. If a kid can't afford the camp, we bring them in for free. If the adults are having trouble with food on the table, we don't make a big deal out of it. We just go shopping. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our prepared remarks. Now, against the advice of my attorney, because cites doesn't run from anything, I am going to take some questions. And if your question is inappropriate, I would not answer it. If it's a legal question, I'll refer to my attorney. And those are the basic ground rules for the question. We'll take 3 or 4, maybe even 5 questions. All right, Ms. McCord.
Why haven't you called for an investigation just to clear your name?
Ms. McCord, what we just said in our remarks, both the attorney said, if there's any kind of investigation, let's do that. We don't have a problem with an investigation. We want it done under the penalty of law. That's a legal thing. I probably shouldn't say, as my attorney has told me, but we want to, if you lie, you need to be held accountable. Thank you. You want to come up and close before I say something, okay? All right, next. Yes, ma'am.
In terms of parents and other kids, there are previous complaints from previous years. What do you say to those complaints about over punishing those kids or being mean to the kids, making them run in hot temperatures?
First off, we don't do that there. Secondly, as you saw in the termination letter of Ms. Hilton, when we feel something is wrong, we take action. Next.
Commissioner, a few years ago, there were concerns about your involvement at Jamestown, a conflict of interest. In March 2017, they affirmed the vote of the Sand Ridge Community Association to change management to put Willa Hilton in charge. You were supposed to back off and get away. Her letter says you came back, took over. In that in mind, why would the commission not end this agreement between Sand Ridge because of your involvement and now all these allegations? And it just muddies the water, and it would be best for all to have a clean break.
had several points in that question. First off, the board of directors did not appoint Ms. Hilton the manager. I did. Secondly, in our bylaws, in the operation of our resources and assets, there's no manager for the community center. That is the duty of the president. We don't assign a manager. Thirdly, I didn't muddy the waters. And there's no conflict of interest. I don't get paid. I serve. I was serving long before I became a commissioner. I've been serving this community for over 30 years. I've been a commissioner for 5. Next question. Do we have anyone who hasn't had a question? Wait a minute. We're going to the next one. All right. Yes.
As far as that land deal, that the allegations that it wasn't done by the books, the land at 3870 Leesburg Road, what do you say about that? It looks like a neighbor of yours was selling the land to the city, and there's no property deed for it as of now. There's no record with the clerk of courts to show that it actually belongs to the city. What do you say about that allegation?
I can't answer that allegation because number one, I wasn't involved in the purchase of the land. That was a city legal department action. So I don't acquire land for the city. We asked the city to look into that and purchase that land. That was my involvement other than go to court. Okay? All right? My attorney is telling me I've answered enough. And
Commissioner, did you
well, wait a minute. Hold on.
have a gun, alcohol, and pornography at the center?
George, remember what I said in the beginning? That's an inappropriate question. Thank you. All right?
We appreciate your attendance today. As we've noted, there will be no additional questions. Have a good afternoon.
How do you spell your name, Ms. Davis?
Alexia.
And I want to say thanks to everyone for coming. I want to say one more thing. Thank you. Excuse me, Madam Attorney. Okay? When I'm into an issue, I stand on my own. I appreciate the folks that came, but I did not ask anyone to come. I want to make that clear. I really appreciate them coming. But when it's time for me to face an issue, I face that head on. Again, thank you for coming.